Hello friends, my name is Ramsu. Today we shall discuss about topic the encapsulation concept in object oriented programming. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in object oriented programming and you want to learn about it. So let's start, friend. First of all, I request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Friend, encapsulation is the fundamental principle or concept of object-oriented programming, along with the other concepts like inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. Basically, this is the concept which talks about that how you can provide access of data and methods of a class to the other class, so that you can only provide those access to other classes or objects which are necessary, and if that data is not necessary to provide, so you can hide it, the data and the methods as well. So encapsulation restricts access of some of the objects components and prevents the accidental modifications of the object's state from outside its defined methods. So basically, the main concept of encapsulation means that, like, if you have a concept of a class, like class has two things: data, like attributes, and the methods, behavior and functions. Okay, so two things are there: data and methods. Whenever we talk about data, basically we are referring to the attributes. For example, if we talk about a car has an attribute that it has a blue color. For example, it has a make, model. So these are the attributes. Car has other functions, like for example, it can start, it can brake, so it has a brake. So basically these are the attributes and the method. So basically, encapsulation defines that how you can provide access of the data and methods to other objects of the classes, and only the necessary things should be provided, and if it's not necessary, you can hide it. If we talk about attributes in data members, attribute represent the state or characteristic of an object. Encapsulation involves defining these attributes as private or protected to restrict direct access from outside the class. For example, this is a class of a car. Okay, it has attributes like make, model, year. So these are, for example, this is the protected attribute. For example, make is make, model, year. These are the protected attribute. So now, what does that mean by protected here? Protected means that only the child class can, only this class or the child class of this car can use it. For example, if any other object which is not of this class or not the child class cannot access the protected attribute. Okay, child and parent-child concept means that parent is the base class and child class means that it is inherited from the base class. Okay, so protected means that only the base class or the child class can access the protected attribute. If there is any other object of the class cannot access the protected attribute. There are other methods as well. Methods means the behavior of an object. Encapsulation involves placing these methods within the class and making them responsible for manipulating the object's state. For example, this is a class car. Here, define start engine and print the self make model engine is now running. So basically, in this method, you can notice that these are the members and functions, and this methods and behavior of an object, making them responsible for the object's state as well. This is another example of the encapsulation as well. Then there are few access modifiers as well, like public, private and protected. Basically, it controls the visibility of attributes and methods outside the class. In many object-oriented language, underscore are used to indicate protected attributes, and double underscore means are used to indicate the private attributes. So now see from here, public means that any object of the class can outside the class can be used public method or the data attributes. Private means only the class itself can use the data and the methods, and protected means the only the base class or the child class can use it, the methods and the attributes and the data, and if anyone else try to access the attribute or method, it will face the error. Now let me give an example here. This is a class of a car. It has a constructor in it in which make, model and year, these are the public attributes. So public attributes means anyone outside the class can use it. Then self underscore mileage is equal to 0. This is the protected attribute. Protected attribute means that only this class child or the inherited base child class can access the protected attribute. This is the private attribute. Private attribute means that only this class objects can use this attribute. Here another, this is the start engine, this is the public method, so that means only this attribute, this method can be used from any other class outside the class. This is the protected method, so that means only the base class or the child class can access this method. This is the private method, that means only the object it can be only accessed within the class. So creating an instance of the class like the my underscore car, Toyota, carry, and 2022. If anyone else try to use this method, it will face an error that it is not accessible. Now friend, there is another concept of getter and setter methods. Encapsulation often involve providing getter and setter methods to access and modify the private and protected attributes. This allows control access to the internal state of the object. For example, class car and get make self return self dot make. Okay, def set make self comma make self dot make is equal to make. So this is the get method, so it will return the value of a make. This is the set method, it will set the make with the value it has been provided. So this is a concept of a getter and setter. Getter means it will return the value, setter means it will set the value. Okay, then friend, benefits of encapsulation. First one is the data hiding. Data hiding means that encapsulation hides the internal details of a object's implementation, exposing only what is necessary. This prevents external code from directly manipulating an object's attribute. Then code organization. Encapsulation promotes a clean and organized code structure by grouping related data and methods within a class. Then maintenance and the flexibility. Changes to the internal implementation of a class can be made without affecting the external code that uses the class. For example, car is equal to car, Toyota, carry, Camry, and 2022. Car dot start engine, accessing behavior through a method. Print car dot get make, accessing a state through a method. Okay, so this is an example of encapsulation. Encapsulation is very important aspect of object-oriented programming because it enhances code readability, reusability, and maintainability. Making by controlling access to the internal components of an object, encapsulation helps to build more robust and modular software systems. It also supports the principle of information hiding, allowing developers to focus on the public interface of a class while keeping implementation details hidden. Now we can have a very simple example of here, like for example, this is a base class which defines or construct self.protected attribute. This is the protected attribute, and then protected method. This is a protected method. This is the derived class. Derived means that it is the derived class or child class of my base class. Okay, then we call super. Super means that it will call the base class constructor, so it will call the protected attribute. Similarly, use protected member self, print self dot protected attribute, self dot protected method. So here you can understand from here that these are the two methods, protected attribute and protected method. So these two methods can be accessible from the child class only. If it is not a child class, it cannot access the methods or attributes of the base class. So this is the base class and this is the child class. It is a parent child or inheritance concept is there. Okay, so only the child class can access the protected attribute and protected method. If anyone else try to access the protected method, he will face the error in the code during the compilation, and the code will even not be compiled if anyone else try to access the protected method. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video.